Oh, hi everybody, my name is Matt. We've been working in this workshop. Well, it was a very small workshop. Now it's much bigger, like for the last 4 years, and we are intensively using only Makita tools. Only some are developed, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is this tool right here. And maybe in this video we'll get briefly into these tools as well. And I think before we even start talking about this machine, I wonder where the model is written right here. Well, anyways, I can tell you positive things about this at the nearly beginning, because these were my questions which I were interested in when I was buying this miter saw, and also positive things and negative things, and maybe things you need to keep in mind when you will actually want to buy such a miter saw. So let's get straight into it. The positive things about this one at the beginning is this mechanism, this blade, actually moves forward. So compared to other models, previous models which I had, it consumes a lot of space here. So the thing is, it's more compact in sense of distance behind the table. So imagine if you have a much larger back end of it, you will need it pretty far away from the wall, and this is more compact. So this model is more used to if you want to put the table next and really close to a wall. Maybe you can just grab things you need, and keep in mind you can get some more, let's say 10 centimeters definitely. You can put this more a little bit closer. The next thing is, which is a beneficial compared to previous model which I had, is that this one angles to both sides, rotates to both sides by 64 degrees, and also I believe both sides 45 degrees. So basically, if you are working with this and you need some tough angles, you will be pretty easily, you will use it pretty easily. You don't need to rotate the material, which basically saves you a lot of time. The next thing, which I think was a good option, and I think I will use it pretty oftenly, but it turns out it doesn't work actually. You don't see any laser there, because always it gets dirty with, and you cannot actually clean it right there. It gets dirty and you just don't see it. The Volt, however, has this issue solved. It has some kind of a flashlight there, and it drops the shadow from the blade on the material so you can see it. So basically, if you consider that you need a laser that you want to use, this will not work for you, or maybe it will work not as good as you expected it to be. So the next downside, which I think is the dust collection. I have an original Makita dust collector, like a vacuum cleaner, which turns on when you turn on the machine, but as you can see it doesn't work. You need to clean it regularly, and if you use wood, which is more moisture content, it will pretty definitely jam constantly. So there are many things you can consider. Getting a more powerful one, I think definitely. But the fact I have another one like this right here standing, we don't use it now because we are reconstructing this. I have 3 of these because they are so good. I bought 2 more, and this one looks sad there. Anyway, so in terms of how you use it, in terms of how you work with it, it's pretty straightforward. Things which have broke for me is this. There is a mechanism that when you lower it down, sometimes it gets harder and harder and doesn't work. And there is like a metal part there that bends, and you need to tear it apart. How you change the blade? You open this screw and this screw. This one takes off. The blade is there. Take it out. How you rotate angle to the sides? Pretty easy. You just unscrew this one, and it bends to the left, to the right. There is a security button right here. There are a couple of things you can do. You can adjust the depth, how the blade goes in, how low it goes. There are like, also maybe you can see here some screws. You can adjust, for example, if you want to create a notch and you want the blade to stay up in the air, you just adjust one of these screws and it's there. And then good experiences, bad experiences. Like I actually don't like this here, because sometimes we drive with forklifter here, or you throw material on it. This several times has been bent, so I don't actually like this. You can see how it rotates with an angle. I don't know, maybe they could have a better solution for this. It occupies space as well. What else was... Well, overall, if I would rate, let's say from stars from 10, and the most important reason why I bought this meter saw is because it can cut 12 centimeters of material. 12, 11, it actually depends on the surface of the material, straightness and etc. But basically you can easily cut 10 centimeters of material, and that was the most important thing. So it increases our load capacity, workflow, because it has multi-angle and it cuts more than 10 centimeters of material. It decreases our capacity because you need to always clean the sawdust there. And overall, the laser, nobody actually uses it. So overall, I will give, let's say for our workflow, maybe 7, maybe 8 out of 10, just because of the dust collector. But I know it's also my fault. If we have a large workflow, we would need a much powerful vacuum cleaner, and that's all. So it's something related to our needs. It's something not related that this vacuum cleaner is not designed for. It's something a downside for us, so that's okay. And getting to the next story of this video is sometimes you don't carry the material to this machine, and you have circular battery saws. One is the smaller one, and one is, they actually not really long time ago released this one, the big one. It also can cut 10 centimeters of material freely. I think by documents they can cut 11 centimeters, but you keep in mind, if you buy a wet wood, like a lumber, it sometimes is 9 centimeters thick, sometimes it's 11 centimeters thick, because of the way the material is being cut in your local workshop, sawmill. Although if you have planed like that machine there, basically it will be all as thick as you planed the material. But if you buy it from local sawmill unplaned, and so that's what you get, you need a spare, let's say 1 more centimeter at least to cut it. So the same applies to 5 centimeter thickness, but this is 5 centimeters, and this could be 10 centimeters. So how we use these machines also, especially this one, it has a larger battery, but actually I wanted to find the battery, I didn't find it anywhere. In terms of power, this has all the power it needs to cut everything you need. But the thing is, you need to be very precise, because these machines don't have a safety brake. For example, if you don't put the material accurately, or it's curved a little bit, you will start cutting it and it will jam the blade, and the blade will start hitting it out and hitting your shoulder. So you have to be really accurate and precise with these machines. But this has a safety brake. And here it's written there. So what it does is, when you actually are cutting the material unprepared, unbalanced in your weight, in the material's weight, the material can jam the blade, act as a brakes for the blade. So the circular saw will start flying backwards to you in full speed and in full strength. It can give you a serious injury and serious hit. This one has a brake, so when it detects the hit or the jammingness of the motor or the blade, it will stop the motor, or at least give you a much less hit than that. So so these are the things you need to know about these machines, and I hope this video helps you and gives you a little understanding what to choose and what to buy depending on your workflow. So how we used it before, we had like 2 of these, and basically we sometimes need to cut only one size of a material, let's say 2.4 meters. So then what we do is we put another one exactly here with 2.4 meters distance, and we just put it in material, cut it, put material, cut it, we don't even measure it. So in terms of this, this machine is pretty good for workloads, as I told. Also this one here is pretty good. So my name is Matt, and thank you for watching this video. Although I have really lots of equipment here that I can talk about and share some information. So subscribe, hit the like, and see you on other videos.